Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, just when we think we don't have enough transfer news, so much so that I could feed and pump more and more content. But the problem is that after seeing what we did against Brentford, not even a single Arsenal fan is even excited about the transfer window. As it is, the players that are linked with Arsenal, they were not even close to watch anyone's content because nobody is excited to know what is actually happening. But as already mentioned before the start of the window, and even before the Euros were even about to begin, it was clear this is going to be the make or break and the biggest transfer window Arsenal will ever would want to conclude in their way if they would want to bridge a gap between Arsenal and the literally the top seven clubs that they were above them on the Premier League table. So how do they do it? How would they? How would they? Like what is the idea? Because literally there are a good amount of fans who also believe that Ramsdale is a shit buy. He got relegated, and the basis of that argument is just that Ramsdale has got relegated with literally every club that he's been with in the Premier League. So he's not a good keeper. Well, I don't believe that, but logically speaking, Arsenal are looking to bring in some good amount of reinforcements in this single window. Now, the thing is, this window only has 14 more days. 2 weeks. 2 weeks for Arsenal to turn this around, and in those 2 weeks, it could be 3 games played, 3 games lost for Arsenal in the Premier League. Before the window ends, I think Arsenal will even finish playing Manchester City alongside Chelsea. So how are they even going to stack up against all the odds? So here's the first news is that according to Gunner Blog, Arsenal and Sheffield United have indeed resumed talks about resurrecting a deal for Aaron Ramsdale. Sheffield have now lowered their demands for the player. Negotiations are delicate and outcome uncertain, but now some optimism and agreement may be reached. That is the update from Atletico.uk. If you remember, Conrad Harrison tweeted out that Arsenal is going to have a meeting in a specific hotel about Aaron Ramsdale with Sheffield United. So here's the update. Again, Conrad Harrison. I think yes, that was really special from Conrad Harrison. So Sheffield United manager Slavica Jokanovic, who said that he's preparing for every odds because he did not start Ramsdale in the Carabao Cup, one of the games that they had. So it looks like this is what he had to say recently. I can understand there is interest in Ramsdale as one of the most talented English players, but because he's one of the best players in the league, his price is really high. It's natural he wants to be a Premier League player. I'm talking with him, and he believes joining Arsenal can be a good move for himself, but it's not a bad thing for him if he stays with us. In the end, it's the decision of Arsenal. If they want him, they need to spend a lot of money, which tells me one clear thing, that after the dramatic turnaround, Athletic also believe that Arsenal are once again in talks with Aaron Ramsdale, having initially asked £35 million plus add-ons by Sheffield, which turned off Arsenal. Sheffield are now prepared to accept a deal that will start with an initial fee of £24 million. I'm pretty much sure the rest will definitely come up as the what should I say, add-ons. Yeah, that's how things will turn out to be, which is really gonna be weird at one point of time. But let's move on. So talking about Martin Odegaard, you might ask, IG, shut up with the whole Aaron Ramsdale thing. I don't want him in the first place. Why do you want me to, why do you want me to fill myself with this news? Tell me something better. Well, here it is. According to AJ Wood, Martin Odegaard is Arsenal's number one target. Aiden J. Wood, of course. Attacking midfield target as of now, but if that doesn't get done, they will attempt to return to James Maddison negotiations. Now, contradictory statements, I will definitely get back to that. So for now, understand Martin Odegaard is also included in the whole Arsenal transfer plans. But Martin Keown says the missing ingredient for Arsenal against Brentford was steel. So I'm not sure Maddison is the player we should be going for. If I'm going to Leicester, I'm going for Tielemans or Ndidi. They have Smith Rowe. They have that creativity. Also, AS say Madrid are now looking favorably at selling Martin Odegaard, believing that the Norwegian is showing a lack of ambition by refusing to fight for his place at the club and instead wanting a return to the Emirates Stadium. But before getting back to the whole, a special report on James Maddison from AFC Bell, according to James Shield, Arsenal are preparing to submit what they believe will be the decisive bid for Aaron Ramsdale. Officials in North London are confident the offer, which is likely to be in the region of £28 million, will be accepted by their counterparts at Bramall Lane after contact was first made between the two parties over a month ago, and things will definitely turn around. But let's not forget, well, here's another report. I don't know when it will get done. When will Lucas Torreira leave Arsenal? But Gazzetta say Lucas Torreira has been offered to Roma, who have said they're interested in him. However, the Giallorossi would first have to make some sales because they would want to remove Amadou Diawara and Carlos Perez off their books so that they could even think of bringing in Lucas Torreira in that armory of their own. Moving on, again, before getting into the James Maddison thing, let's address the whole Aubameyang situation. Ekrem Konur has now added fuel to the fire. He says Aubameyang wants to play for Barcelona. Barcelona await Arsenal's decision, and this is just... See, as of now, I think it's literal BS. Now, they're just taking the piss at the moment. And before going again to other news, wait, let me just confirm the whole... Fabrizio Romano has actually given us an update about... he says Barcelona have just an hour before. Barcelona have no interest in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, confirmed. He's not even a target for Barcelona. No swap deal with Felipe Coutinho. But here we go. Also, according to Mundo Deportivo, Coutinho's environment denies news of the exchange between him and Aubameyang. So it's not true. It's definitely not true. So let's just wait up. So, talking about the major aspect of this episode was James Maddison. Oh no, wait. I'm really, I've got the whole news a little scattered, I'm sorry. So yes, Conrad Harrison has an update about Martin Odegaard. He says, talks today with Real Madrid over payment details. All discussions being held. 1, loan with obligation. 2, permanent and buyback clauses. All will be discussed. However, Conrad Harrison believes Arsenal will not include any buyback clause at all in the deal with Real Madrid for Martin Odegaard. And talking about Ramsdale, Conrad Harrison says Arsenal set to offer a maximum of £25 million for the Sheffield United keeper, which they hope will get the deal done. Player pushing from his side gives Arsenal confidence in the deal. So Arsenal will have a new goalkeeper, and it's going to be Aaron Ramsdale. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the exclusive update from none other than AFC Bell. They say Arsenal will ramp up their efforts this week and the remainder of the summer transfer market in their bid to sign James Maddison. Official communication between clubs is expected to gain upward momentum very soon. The player lining is anticipating the outcome of the conversations with a high degree of interest. They also said that exclusively top sources in the club confirmed to the account staff that the club is working to make progress in the Martin Odegaard file in the same time frame mentioned above and in parallel with at least another deal in the same position. We understand that this is a deal that is James Maddison, which is the club sees, according to what we have been told repeatedly, his goal is number 1. Arsenal are working on 2 deals side by side in anticipation of any hurdles or deadlocks the club might face in trying to reach an agreement with Leicester over the value of James Maddison's deal. Maddison's inner circle speaks in a tone that is more positive than ever, but sober of inevitably. Sources familiar with the club's thinking tell the account staff that Arsenal sees it has all the power in its negotiations with Real Madrid regarding one of its main goals, Martin Odegaard, and the preferred option after Maddison as a creative player, which gives the club ample room to discuss the possibility with goal number 1 first, which means what do we understand of AFC Bell? They have also given the conclusion of their tweets. They say the last 2 weeks of the transfer market will be hectic. The club, according to sources contacted by it, aims to sign with James Maddison, and if this is not possible, the ongoing talks with Real Madrid regarding Odegaard pave the way for signing the Norwegian. Obviously, the club is targeting one of them, not both. And the number 1 target, Maddison. Maddison is the number 1 target for Arsenal. How crazy is that? It is crazy. It still is crazy. No matter Arsenal are in shambles, I always spoken about this, and I will keep saying this. Maddison will always be a statement signing for Arsenal. Also, will it work? Well, now because he got injured, most probably I think because of the impact of the push that he got in the last game, and he was substituted. Everyone thinks he's injury prone now. Okay, whatever. And according to AS, any club wanting to sign Trippier would have to trigger his release clause of 60 million euros of release clause. Wow. And talking again about Torreira, with no club, according to Football.London, with no club they're available to afford the transfer fee Arsenal will want for him. Italy seems the most likely destination for Torreira, who may end up leaving on loan if a permanent deal cannot be secured. With this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. This clears a lot of things. Of course, AFC Bell is here to actually reduce the pressure, and I think I got one. Oh, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.